everyone, this is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel Arunfoot. Today I want to continue my series in regard to performances of clubs in the 2024-2025 season of the Indian Super League, and we've come to the team of FC Goa, who finished second in the league stage, 48 points from 24 matches, and under Manolo Marquez, a season. How do we sum it up? Because it's a question that a lot of people have asked me, because once more, FC Goa play a good campaign, finish second in the league, but once again are eliminated at the semi-final stage of the ISL playoffs. A 2-0 win for BFC at home, and then FC Goa concede a very, very late goal from Sunil Chhetri to just win 2-1 and not get into extra time of that second semi-final. Maybe it sums up FC Goa to us. But let's start at the start of the season, because the first 6 matches, it wasn't coming together for FC Goa, and that had one big reason, and that is the name of Sandesh Chingan. The India centre-back couldn't play at the start of the season because of an injury that he had gotten in the AFC Asian Cup in January of last year, and it did show. Sandesh came back, and suddenly there was much more stability overall in the Gaurs squad, and they started to go on an extensive unbeaten run, played some very, very good matches, especially at home, had some great wins, and at some stage, was seen as a potential contender for Mohun Bagan Supergiant to maybe snatch the ISL League Shield crown away from them. Manolo and his men couldn't do it. But again, let's go through the positions and let's see how they overall did. When we talk about goalkeepers, at the start of the season, it was Lakshmikant Katamani, the experienced keeper, who started off. Towards the end, it was Ritik Tiwari. Ritik Tiwari impressed me, to say the least. Someone, hopefully, who will step up even further in the next season, in the next campaign, and maybe then could become a candidate for the Indian national team. Good news for FC Goa. At the back, I've already mentioned Sandesh Chingan. I have to talk about his partner in crime, Uday Una India. Those two as a unit are amongst the best that there is in the league. And then, we talk about the wing backs. Akash Sangwan came in last summer from Chennai FC, took up that position, pushed Jay Gupta out of the starting 11. And on the right, we had a similar situation with Seriton Fernandez, earlier even captain of FC Goa. Boris Singh, and to some extent even Udanta Singh, were preferred right backs in those positions. So that's a very, very interesting development from that perspective, that someone like Seriton actually is lost out to those two, who could also, whenever they've played together on that right wing, could interswitch positions. Defensive midfield, how can we not talk about Irishman Carl McHugh? Very important figure, very important player, who holds FC Goa's defensive midfield unit together, and he's had a few options in that position. There were phases where Ayush Chhetri was better, Sahil Tavora was better, or even Raulin Borges played a few games where he showed how important he can be for this team. So a very, very interesting mix. When we come to play, we'll speak about the attacking options. Again, I said on the right, it could have been Boris, it could have been Udanta. On the other side, Dejan Drazic, an option, a very interesting option, had his moments, but again committed the big mistake before that Sunil goal in the ISL semi-final second leg. Sorry, and Bora Herrera has had his influence as well, be it on the wing, be it in the middle. But a key factor to me, Ika Guruchena, also missing at the start of the season. And then he became more and more important. Armando Sidiku, initially the striker on fire, scoring a lot of goals. But Ika Guruchena, to me, was and is the more complete striker, or rather also someone who can drop off and play as a playmaker. Mohamed Yassir is the other one. When I talk about playmakers, I didn't see enough of Mohamed Yassir all over the season to say, he's going to be able to make that influence. And one name which we need to mention. Emerging player of the season, Bryson Fernandes. Last season, came in, went off, like many of these young players, but he built himself up through the season, even made his India debut. I hope he continues what he's been showing. He can bring some consistency to his game, keep that consistency, and be an influence. So if we see these positions, a lot of players, most probably Mohamed Nemel, another one, where we expected maybe a little bit more, but we've been expecting something more from him over the last 2-3 years. He's not been able to keep up that standard. But in the end, we couldn't see FC Goa achieve what most probably the Gaurs fans hoped, some sort of title. And Manolo Marquez will leave at the end of the campaign. Someone new will come in. And let's see how FC Goa structures themselves in the new year. What do you guys say? Do you agree? Do you disagree with me? Have you got something to add? Something that maybe I should have mentioned? Write them down in the comments below. And as always, like, share and subscribe Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com. And I'll be back very soon. Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.